Hello and welcome to the Gavel. I'm Linda Akibi. Defections, defections, defection. This has become the buzzword in the political space and yes, in the National Assembly. After some lawmakers in the House of Representatives defected, or should I say officially jumped ship from the PDP to the APC, focus shifted to the Senate to see if the same would happen. We wondered if the letter which the defecting lawmakers wrote to the Senate President informing the Senate of their decision to defect would be read on the floor as was done in the House. But that did not happen last week. Watch. On two occasions during the week, the fellow lawmakers in the Senate had a closed-door meeting. We may not know the exact details of what lawmakers discussed behind this door, but it is safe to say that the matter of the defection of senators from the PDP to the APC would have been given some attention. The body language of the opposition lawmakers after the second closed-door meeting suggests that this was the case. For weeks now, the attention of Nigerians had been on the Senate to see if a letter stating the defection of lawmakers from the PDP to the APC would be read on the floor, as was the case in the House of Representatives. But days after the letter of defection was forwarded to the Senate President, it still was not read on the floor of the Senate. At Thursday's plenary last week, this infuriated the defected lawmakers.
Senators are listening to bring it. My previous notice of whichever letter communicated yesterday to your chair, notification of the change of political party by myself and 11 other senators from the platform of the People's Democratic Party to the All People's Congress. As I felt that it was necessary for me to bring it to the floor as the letter submitted had not yet been read.
He told me you had a discussion with him and agreed to have a meeting on Monday. So that was what he told me on the subject. This is my understanding of your dialogue with him, and he's not here. So I believe we'll stand down an issue relating to that until he comes back.
The Senate spokesman explained why the Senate President was reluctant to read the letter plenary.
It was also resolved that the Senate President in particular, would have to seek further legal advice because of the serious legal issues that was thrown up during the discussion.
He further explained that the legal recourse which the defected lawmakers sought has further tied the hands of the Senate President. But an opposition lawmaker disagrees.
The senators who are defecting had first gone to court against the presiding officer. And of course, if you go to court, that means that we have to suspend what we're doing pending the resolution of the matter in court.
The matter of defection is not in court. The matter that went to court specifically stated that, look, should we defect, the court should ensure that none of our members who defected, has his position or declared vacant. That was the matter that went before the court, and the court granted an injunction that on no account should that happen. That the National Assembly, not even the Senate alone, both the Senate and the House of Rep should maintain the status quo. It's not about defection; it's about the consequences of defection. They didn't go to court to say they should not stop us from defecting. They said should we defect, nobody should declare our seat vacant. That is, the Speaker and the Senate President should not declare our seat vacant, and that's what went to court.
Two lawmakers told Channels Television that the reading or not of a letter by the Senate President is inconsequential at this point.
This is not the first time, mind you, that people are cross-carpeting. Or defecting. It's not the first time. Why is it now that it is when the opposition is gaining ground that you are now, filibustering and using all kinds of technicalities to keep them away from doing so? But like I said earlier on, they should not lose sleep over it. The world has already known, and that's what matters. They are already participating fully in our activities in our party. If and when the time comes for us to vote, they will vote on our side. So why are they, papering over what is not there? Maybe again, so to satisfy the powers that be, that we give them hell, we never allow them to go with this.
Reading of letter to me doesn't mean a lot, because the Constitution, neither the Constitution nor our rules, says that a senator's letter must be read before he defects. Nobody says that. It's neither in our Constitution nor in our distance. So, but as you know, and I know, there are a lot of, court orders for and against so many things and so many other things. Now, the Senate is the highest, legislative body of the land, and hence the need, for it to be very, very circumspect in a lot of things it does. But I can assure you, there is no problem, there is nothing, and these people, like I said, they have defected. We have received them. We attend meetings with them in the APC. They attend public functions, not only meetings maybe in offices or in rooms or in the night, or they attend public functions. They have said it publicly, categorically.
Another hot button in this defection saga is the fear that lawmakers would lose their seats should they leave their party for another.
If any person defects or purports to defect from one political party to the other, for instance from APC to PDP or PDP to APC, the seat becomes vacant. You don't just lose the seat. The seat becomes vacant. You walk outside and leave the seat of PDP where the seat of PDP is, and then you don't take the seat of PDP to APC or to Labour or to ABGA, because it is PDP that won that seat. Again, I want to remind Nigerians and all of you that there was a time that there was a proposed amendment to the Constitution, and that amendment was to allow for independent candidature in elections. That amendment failed. If that amendment had succeeded, and any person contests election and wins as an independent candidate, then you will now be the owner of that seat. It will not be the seat of PDP or APC or ANPP. It will be the seat of you who contested as and won as an independent candidate. Therefore, if any person purports to defect from any legislative house, in the House of Assembly, in the House of Representatives, in the Senate, or in the Council as a councillor, your seat becomes vacant. You become no more a member of that legislative house. You become a candidate that is qualified to go and seek the nomination of the new party you want, because you must seek the nomination of that new party you want. That new party must give you nomination, and you go and contest election, because that seat has become vacant. And that seat, when it becomes vacant, is now qualified for INEC to now conduct election into that seat.
If the Senate President wakes up today and say so person's seat is being declared vacant because of defection, then we will ask him that what happens when Zamfara senators, for instance, the place that I come from, defected in the 6th Assembly from ANPP to PDP. Under your same watch, not even to talk about previous Senate presidents, under your own leadership. I know of senators A, Senator B, Senator C, defected, to the ruling party or to another party, and his seat was not declared vacant. So why are you declaring somebody's seat on account of defection? Two, the Senate President is one, a lot of us can vouch for his integrity, and I am quite confident and sure that he would not do anything, contrary to the law. When he did it that time, he did it on good grounds. That is allowing people to defect. And I can assure you, now that other people are defecting now, even though from his own party to another party, nothing will happen. I can assure you about that.
There are reports that the Senate President has been meeting with the defecting lawmakers to avert a possible division in the Senate along party lines. How much these meetings would accomplish remains to be seen.